stack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, muddy the shoes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1st down.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Darius Leonard blew that play up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road, you're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on, long way to go in this one.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down.
He'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll set up a throw. And that's taken in. It's B.C. Johnson. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts.
1 yard.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Hines. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
I'm ready to take over, baby. Staying, don't.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Vikings.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Dan Bailey lining up.
Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 25.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For Minnesota.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a back.
Now the ball comes loose. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their 1st drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. On the carry, it's Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They'll try and throw for it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. Jefferson to target. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
The pass.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there out of Cook. 58 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Number 28, Jonathan
We got
Taylor.
plenty to catch.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching